Oh, hello everybody. I hope you guys are doing great. I actually brushed my hair for you guys this time. I rarely do that, but you're special. What I did was I thought I would do a video. I have like massive notes here. I thought I would do a video of what I do during the day. I've always said I do the same thing as I would if I had a house. There's a little bit of difference though, because basically it just takes longer to do things. I don't have like a washing machine or anything like that. But I thought I would just start and just tell you what I do during the course of a day, what I'm doing this particular day, give you an idea. I'm never bored, ever. And there's always something to do. And if I'm not doing something, I'm reading. So my days are very full and very occupied. So I thought I would tell you basically what I do. Now, I generally get up at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. Lately, Mabel and Jeff have been letting me sleep to 7 sometimes. But they get up about 3:30, and then they start wanting me to get up around 6. So I get up at 6, and honest to God, I stumble out of the bed, go to the bathroom, and the very first thing I do is come back and make my bed. And I don't know why, but sometimes I just literally stumble out of the bed and make it behind me as I'm going on. And all I'm doing is throwing my blankets and stuff. I don't know why it was. I went 40 years of my life and never made a bed, and now I can't stand it not being made. It's not made well, but it's made. So that's the first thing I do. The second thing I do is I feed them some canned gravy lovers food. And at the time, reason I was doing that is Jeff needed to take his medicine, and the only way I could get it to him was to crunch it up and put it in his gravy lovers. And these guys don't eat the food, they just lick the gravy. He's not doing that anymore. It's a whole nother subject, but I still continue to feed him. They expect that in the morning. That's the first thing I do after I make the bed. Then I put my coffee on. Actually, I put my water on to boil for coffee. And at this point, as I said, the cats get up really early. They're playing big time here. Mabel is especially excited about getting up and playing when I'm up. So that goes on. That was because I played with her every morning before I ever got out of bed. So she's big on that. So that's their thing. They're up in the morning. And the reason I mention all this is because once they go to bed, around 8 or so, I don't see them for the rest of the day. I mean, I'll see Mabel pop up every once in a while, but Jeff's gone for the count. He's down for the count. I won't see him till dark sometimes. So the days are mine. So I get my coffee, and what I usually do is I go online and check my emails. If I have to answer comments on my YouTube channel, I generally wait to the second or third day where who's going to write in has wrote in, and I will answer all the comments at once instead of just a few here and there. That's just the way I like to do it. And then I'll just sit and answer those. And then I watch some YouTube. I just sit here and watch some YouTube. Sometimes, if there's nothing on that, I just sit and read. But I generally, until 8:30 or 9, I just mess around. I gotta admit, now that I am out on the road now, I watch very little. I'm not big on watching all the channels that I did before. I will go on and see how people are doing and things like that, or if they're doing something that's really interesting to me, then I will watch. But I haven't been watching like I used to. So I will do that. I will watch YouTube, and then actually, as soon as if I notice the sun starting to come up, I run outside and I get my panels where they're supposed to be, because a lot of times they're still facing west from the night before. And as soon as that sun comes over the mountain or the trees or whatever, wherever I am, I get the panels and I put them in the sun. That is a morning routine. Let's see. Yeah, and so then I make breakfast. Whenever I get hungry, It's usually around 9, might be 8:30 or 9. I'll make up my breakfast then. And usually by then the cats are down for the day. But lately, these not groundhogs, excuse me a minute. These squirrels are out, ground squirrels are out, and they're right up at the door. And I don't know whether you saw my short, but now what happens is when it's warm enough, Jeff, and he can hear him out there, Jeff will reach up and scratch at the door, so I open the door, hopefully it's not too cold outside, and I open the outside door and have the screen door open, and they just love to sit there and watch the ground squirrels and other critters. So that's been their morning routine here now that it's been fairly nice. You know, they have been doing that. And it's funny because they do it here at Eagle Nest, but really he isn't doing it anywhere else because there's no ground squirrels, but he likes it here. They both like it here at Eagle Nest because the ground squirrels just run right here by the door. Okay, I need to move on here. Okay, so I have my breakfast. I generally, then I get ready. You know, I do a bath, I wash myself up, I put on my clothes, and usually if I'm going to hike, I do it in the morning. The temperatures here sometimes get up to 80, 82, 83 right now, they're that. But they're going to be going down in the 70s, which will be nicer. But the sun is so scorching hot out in the sun that I have to hike early in the morning after breakfast, and because it really starts beating down around 10. And here up in the mountains, you don't just walk out bare. I found this out from last year, your arms bare and your head bare, because after a few weeks you're going to be a raisin. I mean, it'll just burn you to a crisp. So yeah, I got to put the whole thing on, sunscreen, you know, the whole works, the hat and everything, and I go out hiking. And if I do it in the morning. August should be cooler than July here, and I notice the temperatures are going to be down in the 70s. But I will point out that it has maintained mid-40s at night this whole summer. It's in the 40s at night, so it's cold or cool. I sleep well, but when I get up in the morning, I usually run the furnace just to take the chill out of the air. Yeah, so it kind of maintains that, but last night it was supposed to get down to 37, and it was when I got up this morning, but I got up at 5, so by 6 it was down to 34, and I do believe next Tuesday it's going to be 28 degrees. That's cold. So it is chilly here at night, so I usually, like I said, I go out and I don't open the door until it warms up a little bit, at least gets up into the 50s before I can open the door for the cats. Oh my God, I'm just rambling endlessly. I'm so sorry. Sometimes if I don't hike, I'll go into town. I'll do my grocery shopping, or sometimes I just like to go into town and be around people. And that's what I do sometimes in the mornings. This morning, I want to say, what did I do this morning? I wrote it down. Oh, this morning I got up and I made a video. I'm going to be going down to the other campground here in another week. And the last time I was down there, I found out I couldn't upload anything. So I figured I'd just do a whole bunch of videos, edit them real quick, and get them uploaded before I go down there. That way I can release them every, 3 days or whatever, and you guys will have something to watch. But I get down there and I can't do anything. There's no way I can't upload anything to the internet. So this morning I did a video, and I did editing on it. And yeah, I think I had to edit in one part, just this much, and that was it. I don't like to edit. So I got that up, and I'm uploading that right now. And it's pretty much taken the day to do that. But I need to do that bunch of those before I head down to the other campground. Then I needed a few pairs of shorts washed. I decided instead of doing 2 really big loads over a couple of days that I would try to start washing. I hand wash my clothes in the summertime. I tried to start washing them just a little bit at a time. So I did 2 shirts and like 4 pairs of shorts this morning. 2 shirts and 4 pairs of shorts, yeah. And that just makes things a little easier, except at that point the wind kicked up and I could not put them out on the line to dry. So they're on a line. I have a line in my van. A couple lines ran in my van, and I put them in there and opened the doors and let the air go through. And that way my clothes don't end up in Eagle Nest Lake. So that's what I did this morning. I edited a video, recorded and didn't edit. I'm uploading now. I wash clothes, and I will say in between any work I do, I generally read, because that's my big thing, reading. So I get through the books. I haven't done much reading today, surprisingly. And sometimes in the morning when I get up, if I'm not watching YouTube, I'll just pick my book up and start reading it. Let's see. Yeah, I make a list usually at the beginning of the week of things I need to do, chores. And then sometimes I generalize it and say, tomorrow I want to do this, this, this. Like yesterday I had to wash my hair. And yeah, I have to make it on a list to remember to do it. Today it was, I forgot what else it was yesterday. I don't know. Oh, we went hiking. We were out for like a couple hours, me and my friends. I came back. Well, today I have to grill my brats, and I'm waiting for the wind to die down a bit to do that. And so I have something for the next couple days to eat. The videos, like I said, I'm really going to hit those hard. So generally, that's all the notes I have. I stopped right there. I should have continued. In the afternoons, I'm not quite as active as I am in the mornings because I'm usually wore out by then. I like to do my work in the morning, so before I eat lunch. I want to say I take a nap in the afternoon if I get tired. Basically, all it is resting my eyes. I've never been able to take naps on a daily basis or anything. I just can't conk out. Sometimes I do for a few minutes, but generally I just rest my eyes because that's what I feel like I'm doing. I feel like I'm resting my eyes. Then I have energy to continue on. So yeah, if I do my reading, I read in the afternoon. I'm trying to think. I have to grill my brats today, but that one's really going at it. When I was in the house, had my house, I generally left at 8:30 in the morning and worked in my garden all day. I did this on the weekends when I was working, but when I retired, I would work in the garden all day, come in for lunch and then go back out. And then I'd come in about 4:30 in the evenings, and that was pretty much my ritual. So yeah, I kind of miss my gardening a lot because that's how I spent most of my days. But I do stay pretty active, but active is also a mind thing, not just a physical thing. And like I said, I love to read. So in the afternoon, I spend a lot of time reading in between doing things here and there, just little stuff. Like I washed my hair yesterday afternoon, like I said. I have chores, like I'm supposed to be washing the windows on the Scamp, you know, those kind of chores. I put down 2 weeks ago, mop the floor in here, and I never have. I do sweep it 2 or 3 times a day because I track things in and the cats track stuff. But yeah, I mean, I do what has to be done, and then if I don't want to do anything at all, I just sit here and read. So in the evening, I make dinner, and like I said, I'm kind of the same way. At 4:30, I come in. At 4:30, from there on, it's regular evening for me, and I don't like to do anything except read. I don't like to do editing or videos. You know, sometimes I will, but I just generally relax. It's not I haven't relaxed the whole day, but yeah, I am retired. I don't like to work real hard at anything. But that's about it. I mean, if I was a really nice person, you know what? Hold on a minute. I would film or videotape myself from the time I get up in the morning until I go to bed at night and actually show you what I do all day, and maybe sometime I will do that. But like I've said before, it's just easier for me to sit here and talk to you guys. Oh, I will say, I got these gluten-free Oreo cookies. I get them and when I go to Taos. I don't do gluten too much. I try to stay away from it. So I got these, but I also don't do refined sugar. And of course, this has refined sugar. I don't like sugar-free stuff either because they put those weird chemicals in it, and they're not good. So what I do is I get my little Oreo cookie, and it's a little over 4 grams of sugar for one cookie, and my rule is about 5 at one time. And I open the cookie up, and I take the frosting out, and then I take my peanut butter and spread it inside, and then I have 2 little peanut butter sandwiches. It's really good. It's really good. I like peanut butter and chocolate together. I don't know why I'm telling you that, but it's just, I'm really been enjoying this quite a bit. I'm gonna let you go because I'm just rambling. I hope you all are doing great, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.